Hello guys, my name is Adam LZ and I am an automotive content creator. I've been at this YouTube thing for well over 10 years now, and throughout time I have amassed a massive collection of cars. I tend to keep cars forever, and the reason for that is I feel that they tell my story as both an automotive enthusiast, car builder, and a driver. As we go through each car, you can expect a little montage talking about specs, maybe my favorite memory, and of course, the exhaust note. Sound is one of the most important things to me, and I'm curious what you guys think is the best sounding car of the collection. And other than sound, one thing that you will find in common amongst all these cars is they were built to be driven. I'm insanely grateful to be in a position to where I can own all these cars, I can enjoy them, and I can share the journey with you guys. And I want to extend a massive thank you to all of you guys that have been with my channel for a long time, and those of you that might just be joining now. We're going to start out with one of my all-time favorites of my collection, my R34 GTR. Like any other kid that has ever watched Fast and Furious or been in any part of car culture, owning an R34 was a dream of mine, but the prices of them were so ridiculous, I never thought I would actually own one. Fast forward, I was actually bidding on an air-cooled Porsche because I wanted an investment car, lost on it, and said, you know what? F it. I've always wanted a 34. I knew it would be a good investment, and we would also get to build it. So this is my Midnight Purple 3 V-Spec R34 GTR. The interior, pretty much stock, but where the magic happens is underneath the hood. This car was kind of like a pivotal point for our shop LZMFG because we kind of went from building drift cars to almost like a restoration shop. And on this, it's kind of like a combination of a restoration slash like resto mod, because every nut and bolt underneath the chassis, powder coated, zinc plated, but then we've also got a bunch of titanium. So like my favorite thing on this car, Johan, one of my favorite people in the world and an insanely talented fabricator, did a custom equal length downpipe that has a true 4-inch merge to a complete 4-inch titanium exhaust with a vibrant muffler. Of course, we got the titanium intakes, lots of little rare JDM bits, ARC, HKS V-cam. The motor is a 2.6. It's a forged 2.6 with Garrett GTX 2860s. It makes around 750 horsepower, which honestly feels a little bit like kind of understated for power for the car. Obviously got the Ganadors. One of my favorite parts would be the endless brakes on this thing. And of course, from the rear, we got wing risers, little carbon bits on the wing. And you can see what was actually Vibrant's first true 4-inch titanium muffler on it. As with all these other cars, I'm going to try to go over them pretty quick, but we have a full catalog of videos building pretty much every single car that we're going to talk about. So if you want to learn more, see the dyno pulls, know more details, you can definitely check it out. My favorite memory with this car would definitely have to be at one of our, I think, second open houses, revealing the car, opening up the garage bay doors, having all my Connecticut friends in the car with me and rolling out through a crowd of you guys just with giant smiles and memories that would last forever with this thing.
Look at that face. We got to yell into Adam's head.
Future plans, I would like to put a bigger engine in it, especially after doing a 2.8 in one of my other cars, and also planning to put a 2.8 in my R32 GTR. This thing can't stay a 2.6, so maybe it'll be a 2.8, maybe it'll be a 3 liter, maybe bigger. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. But one of my favorite parts is letting you guys hear what these things sound like. Full disclosure, every single car has been warmed up. It was actually a giant undertaking, and I probably put a sizable hole in the ozone layer just letting these cars idle, but gotta warm up those engines. Also, fun fact, pretty much every single car here runs on Ignite Red ethanol. We've got a lot of money and a lot of time tied up in these builds, and of course we want to protect them, so we use the best fuel where we always know what we're gonna get.